Part 2 of the project number 2 assignment that we're working on here. As you'll see, I've drawn an A. Here I want to show you a little bit more about working on your strokes and the line, on your line, working on your line tool in Illustrator. I'm going to go ahead and select the J. I'm going to change this to a 0.1 millimeter stroke, and then I've also drawn the A here as well, and I'm going to change this to 0.1. One thing I want to point out to you is that currently if I select the A and I want to put a fill color in that, you'll see, let me go Command Z. I've already done this action. As it stands here, let me just release, sorry, excuse me. Let me just do something real quick here. What you'll see here is after you draw two parts of your letter, you'll notice that if you select both of these and change from a stroke to a fill, you actually get a fill in here. A fill in that which won't give you the void space within the letter form. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to select both parts again. I'm going to go back to a stroke and no fill. I'm going to go right click, and you want to go to, I want to go to this tool, sorry, right click, and you want to go make compound path. That will automatically, now when I go to select, and I select this, and when I select this and then I go to a fill color, you'll see then that I have my void here. So that's a critical step in completing your letter forms. But again, that should be done. I'm going to go Command Z, release that. That should only be done once you've finished fine-tuning your lines here. So again, I will come in here and I will want to change all of my lines to a 0.1. I'm going to select all, and I'm going to go to 0.1, and this is going to change all my lines to a 0.1 millimeter, which will give me much more accuracy in the manipulating of the lines on here. So those are all looking very good. I'm going to zoom out, and then I'm going to zoom in here. This is where some work needs to be done down in here. And I will indicate this requires a great deal of zooming in and zooming out. Again, I want to use the direct selection tool to manipulate these vector points. I don't want to. If I don't, and if I hit the black arrow, the whole stroke, the whole line will be selected, and I don't want the whole line to be selected. I just want to manipulate the individual vector points here. And I don't like how this sort of steps down here, so I'm going to select here, and I'm going to go ahead and convert this to an anchor point, and so I get a little bit more control on here. And I will then go to my direct selection tool, and it's flipped over there, as you'll see, and this will need to come down, and this will come up, and I will start to change the radius of that arc. And this is looking much better. Of course, I'm going to need to spend a bit more time on here. I think this also needs to be converted to an arc, and I'll change that here, and that will also give me a lot more control. Again, this takes time, so you'll need to give yourself enough time to be able to really finesse these arcs. The more that you're able to get full control of this tool, the better the work will look, obviously. So anyway, with more time, I would go in here and I would work on all this. I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and I'm going to go file save as, and I'm going to go file type tracing, and I will go to type tracing 2 and hit save, and there's this. Now I'll go ahead and show you about scaling. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to then go about scaling this up to the 55 millimeter requirement. That concludes part 2 of the project 2 first assignment work. Thank you.